नमस्कार. जय श्रीकृष्ण. श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर, श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद. Enunciating text 4, text 5 and text 6 of chapter 5, Vidur's talks with Maitreya of 3rd canto, the status quo of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 4. Tata sadhu वर्यादिश वर्तम शमनः समराधितो भगवान येन पुंसाम हृदि स्थितो यच्छति भक्तिपुते ज्ञानम स तत्वाधि ग मम पुराणम. Therefore, O great sage, please give me instruction on the transcendental devotional service of the Lord, so that he who is situated in the heart of everyone can be pleased to impart from within knowledge of the absolute truth in terms of the ancient Vedic principles delivered only to those who are purified by the process of devotional service. As already explained in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the absolute truth is realized in three different phases, although they are one and the same in terms of the knower's capacity to understand. The most capable transcendentalist is the pure devotee of the Lord, who is without any tinge of fruitive actions or philosophical speculation. By devotional service only does one's heart become completely purified from all material coverings like karma, jnana and yoga. Only in such a purified stage does the Lord, who is seated in everyone's heart with the individual soul, give instruction so that the devotee can reach the ultimate destination of going back home, back to Godhead. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 10.10. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam. Only when the Lord is satisfied with the devotional service of the devotee does he impart knowledge as he did for Arjun and Uddhav. The jnanis, yogis and karmis cannot expect this direct cooperation of the Lord. They are not able to satisfy the Lord by transcendental loving service, nor do they believe in such service to the Lord. The bhakti process, as performed under the regulative principles of Vaidhi Bhakti or devotional service, following the prescribed rules and regulations, is defined by the revealed scriptures and confirmed by great acharyas. This practice can help the neophyte devotee to rise to the stage of Raga Bhakti, in which the Lord responds from within as the Chaitya Guru or the spiritual master as super consciousness. All transcendentalists other than devotees make no distinction between the individual soul and the super soul, because they miscalculate the super consciousness and the individual consciousness to be one and the same. Such miscalculation by the non-devotees makes them unfit to receive any direction from within, and therefore they are bereft of the direct cooperation of the Lord. After many births, when such a non-dualist comes to sense that the Lord is worshipable and that the devotee is simultaneously one with and different from the Lord, then only can he surrender unto the Lord Vasudev. Pure devotional service begins from that point. The process of understanding the absolute truth adopted by the misguided non-dualist is very difficult, whereas the devotee's way of understanding the absolute truth comes directly from the Lord, who is pleased by devotional service. On behalf of many neophyte devotees, Vidur at the very first instance inquired from Maitreya about the path of devotional service by which the Lord, who is seated within the heart, can be pleased. Text 5. Karoti karmani kritavataro यान यात्म तंत्रो भगवान स त्र्यधीशः यथा स सर जाग्र इदम निरीहः समस्थाप्य वृत्तिम जगतो विधत्ते. O great sage, kindly narrate how the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the independent, desireless God of the three worlds and the controller of all energies, accepts incarnation and creates the cosmic manifestation with perfectly arranged regulative principles for its maintenance. Lord Krishna is the original personality of Godhead, from whom the three creative incarnations, namely the Purusha Avtaras, Karanar Navashai Vishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu and Shirodakshai Vishnu, expand. The whole material creation is conducted by the three Purushas in successive stages under the external energy of the Lord, and thus material nature is controlled by him. Thinking material nature to be independent is like seeing milk from the nipple-like bags on the neck of a goat. The Lord is independent and desireless. He does not create this material world for his own satisfaction, as we create our household affairs to fulfill our material desires. Actually, the material world is created for the illusory enjoyment of the conditioned souls who have been against the transcendental service of the Lord since time immemorial. But the material universes are full in themselves. There is no scarcity for maintenance in the material world. Because of their poor fund of knowledge, the materials are disturbed when there is an apparent increase of population on the earth. Whenever there is a living being on the earth, however, his subsistence is immediately arranged by the Lord. The other species of living entities who far outnumber human society are never disturbed for maintenance. They are never seen dying of starvation. It is only human society that is disturbed about the food situation, and to cover up the real fact of administrative mismanagement takes shelter in the plea that the population is excessively increasing. If there is any scarcity in the world, it is the scarcity of God consciousness. Otherwise, by the grace of the Lord, there is no scarcity of anything. Text 6. यथा पुनः स्वे ख इदं निवेश्य शेते गुहायां स निवृत्तवृत्तिः योगेश्वराधीश्वर एक एत दनुप्रविष्टो बहुधा यथासित. He lies down on his own heart spread in the form of the sky, and thus placing the whole creation in that space, he expands himself in many living entities which are manifested as different species of life. He does not have to endeavor for his maintenance because he is the master of all mystic powers and the proprietor of everything. Thus, he is distinct from the living entities. The questions regarding creation, maintenance, and destruction, which are mentioned in many parts of the Srimad Bhagavatam, are in relation to different millennium kalpas, and therefore they are differently described by different authorities when questioned by different students. There is no difference regarding the creative principles and the Lord's control over them, yet there are some differences in the minute details because of different kalpas. The gigantic sky is the material body of the Lord, called the Virata Roop, and all material creations are resting on the sky or the heart of the Lord. Therefore, beginning from the sky, the first material manifestation, to the gross vision down to the earth, everything is called Brahma. Sarvam Khalva Idam Brahma. There is nothing but the Lord, and He is one without a second. The living entities are the superior energies, whereas matter is the inferior energy, and the combination of these energies brings about the manifestation of this material world, which is in the heart of the Lord. Hare Krishna.